I don't care what's going on, no, but let me tell you, stay far away from my daughter. You forced her into marriage. Now I want everything back. If you ever insult my husband again, Amara, if they born you well, your mouth run anyhow again. Mama! She's about to jump off a cliff. I want you to answer one question. Why do you hate Leo? The truth is that Leo is not really Chinenye's biological son. Rose got home feeling like she had just escaped from a jungle where lions wear sneakers. Just then, Leo walked in like a rain-soaked puppy who just escaped from a thunderstorm. His nails hit the floor faster than Wi-Fi speed. Rose, my queen, my yori yori, my one and only, I'm deeply sorry. Oh. I have been foolish, stupid, unworthy. I have never ever been disgraced like that in my life. My mother flogged me like I was 10 years old. Please, I'm so sorry. Before Rose could speak, she grabbed her belly and screamed. Ah! What is it? Leo asked. It's labor, oh, labor. Panic struck him like Nepa taking lights mid-movie. He started running around the room like his legs were in a competition. Where is your bag? Where is your phone? Wait, have we even bought baby things? He hadn't bought a single diaper, not even one baby wipe. He picked up his phone and called his mother. Mommy, she's in labor and we don't have any baby things at all. You see your life? Take her to the hospital. We are coming, Mrs. Chinenye said. Thereafter, Mrs. Chinenye arrived with bags full of baby things. Move, boy. I'm here to clean the mess I should have mopped earlier. After hours of dramatic pushing, the Knox walked out with a proud smile. Congratulations, it's a baby girl. A girl? Leo fell to the ground and cried like a baby himself. The nurse handed him his daughter. Hold her gently, she said. He looked at her tiny fingers, her little nose, her soft breath, and broke down. I don't deserve this angel, but I promise I will earn the right to be her father. Leo walked up to Rose and said, Thank you for not giving up on me. I was just being childish. And thank you for giving me this precious gift. And with that little baby girl wrapped like hot puff puff in her blanket, Rose and Leo bonded like never before. Sleepless nights, diaper duty, and baby wails at 2 a.m. made them partners in parenting crime. Leo became a changed man. No more clubs, no more girls with hips and false accents. He now carried baby bags like briefcases and could prepare baby formula with his eyes closed. Rose and Leo did everything together. And as if destiny smiled, Rose blossomed like her name. She did not stop at being just a mother. She went back to school, even with her baby on her hip and books in her bag. She climbed the ladder, became a lawyer, and graduated with honors. People started saying things like, you see that fine lawyer girl? That's the one who was pregnant at 18 years old. Now see her. Rose and Leo became the talk of the town, not because of shame, but because they turned mess into message and drama into destiny. Their love matured like fine wine, and the laughter in their home returned, louder than ever. The neighbors used to peep through the window and whisper, Ha! Love sweet oh! Rose was filled with joy. Life finally made sense. Then something happened. Rose traveled out of Asaba for the first time in her life to Kebbi State for a court case. It was a big one. She left the baby with Mrs. Chinenye and went with confidence. The next morning, dressed in her black suit and heels, she was on her way to the courtroom when her phone rang. A long-time client. The case had been delayed for months because she gave birth. But now they wanted her urgently. As the driver slowed down at a junction, she looked out the window casually. Then she froze. There at the side of the road, roasting corn with bare hands, wrapper tied tight, and sweat glistening on her forehead was her mother. Her mouth dropped, her heart skipped, her entire body screamed, "Mommy!" She flung the car door open. "Mommy, is this you?" Amara turned slowly, blinked like a Nollywood movie character, and gasped, "Rosie baby, is this true? Is this real? Oh, Mama, hey, see my baby, oh." Tears burst from both of them like open taps. They hugged tightly, crying right there beside the corn and charcoal. "You are alive," Rose sobbed. "Yes, my daughter, oh, it's a long story," Hamara replied. "Mommy, where is Daddy?" "Ha, my child, it's a very, very long story," Rose said. "Okay, Mommy, enter the car. I'm on my way to the courts. Please, let's go together. I'm so happy." "Mommy, after all these years, I see my mother." Amara quickly packed some of her corn and entered the car with Rose, corn smoke still on her wrapper. After the court case ended, which Rose won by the way, she stepped outside and called Leo. Leo answered, sounding like someone that had been battling. "Hello, honey. This baby has cried since morning. I have sung Baby Shark like national item. My throat is drier than desert." Rose laughed. "Sorry, baby, I understand. Amelia can be very, very funny." Leo groaned. "Abeg, hurry, hurry. This girl is showing me pepper." Then Rose smiled sweetly and said, "Baby, I'm coming home with someone." "Who?" Leo asked. "I found her." "Oh, you found who now?" Leo sounded not interested. "Mommy, I found mommy." "Which mommy?" "I found mommy." "Your mother-in-law." "What? How? When? Where?" Rose said, "Baby, relax. I will explain everything at home. Just tell the maid to cook something nice for her welcome. And please, call Mommy Chinenye and Alex. But don't tell them anything, no. I want it to be a surprise." Meanwhile, inside the car, Amara had been listening closely. She turned to Rose slowly and asked, "Who is Amelia?" "Mommy, Amelia is my daughter, your granddaughter." Amara's smile fainted, then asked calmly, "Okay, who is your husband?" "Is Leo, Mommy. Leo is my husband." Amara blinked. "Which Leo?" "Leo now. Your best friend's son, Chinenye." The smile on Amara's face vanished. She stared through the window. Rose added happily, Mommy Chinenye will be so happy to see you, oh." But Amara was silent. She whispered to herself, "So Chinenye betrayed me." She did not say another word. She just followed Rose quietly. Leo quickly called Alice and Mrs. Chinenye, telling them they were invited for a surprise party. Mrs. Chinenye laughed on the phone. "So just because I left you briefly with the baby and ran home to cook for your father, you want to trick me into coming back again, eh, Leo?" Leo laughed. "Mom, even though I want you back, I won't stoop so low to deceive you. I'm a changed man now, remember." Chinenye sighed. Okay, oh, I'll be there in 1 hour. Okay." When Alex picked up the phone, she said, "Okay, brother, I will come. Let me finish my school assignments. I'll be there." Later that evening, both women arrived at Rose and Leo's house. They were playing with baby Amelia, laughing and gossiping like old friends. Suddenly, Leo clapped his hands dramatically and shouted, "Tada! The truth is about to be revealed." Rose ran into the room with a huge smile. Mrs. Chinenye and Alice looked at each other and burst into laughter. "Rose, don't tell us this is now your new job. Are you doing comedy as side hustle?" Chinenye asked. Rose grinned and pointed towards the door. "Please, help me welcome my mother, Mrs. Amara." Amara stepped in, dressed neatly and clean. but her face was tight like angry puff puff. Without saying hello, she rushed to Leo and grabbed the shirt. So you are the one that took my daughter innocence, eh? You curse of a boy. I don't care what's going on, no, but let me tell you, stay far away from my daughter. She's not your class, you disappointment of a human being. Chinenye stood there frozen, mouth open like she was buffering. Amara, is this really you? She finally said, barely finding her voice. Alice ran forward. Auntie Amara, Jesus! And tried to hug her. Amara shouted, don't you dare touch me, you fake family. She faced Chinenye. So you, hey, Kai, you sold my daughter. You turned her into a housewife. Eh? You made her your baby factory. Rose gasped. Mommy, what are you saying? Hey, is this really you? In fact, is this why you're here? I hope I have not brought a mad woman home, pretending to be my mother. Amara gave her a hot slap. Bah! You called me mad? After everything I've been through, I'm here fighting for you and you are insulting me. I will show you what madness look like. She raised her hands again to slap Rose, but Mrs. Chinenye stepped in. Touch her again and you will deal with me. That girl is a nursing mother and I don't joke with her. Amara turned slowly and east. So now you are a bodyguard. After you stole our properties and vanished, you still have mouth to talk, you thief. Chinenye said calmly, When we relocated, we handed all your property to the family lawyer. Not even one spoon was taken. Leo and Rose were already married. Amara shouted, Lies! We came back and heard you packed everything. And that same week, the girl fainted because of what she was going through. Chinenye tried to speak, but Amara shouted back again. Don't talk. You sold my daughter out. You forced her into marriage. Now I want everything back. Chinenye said, Amara, what do you want? I can see you're not here for any child's play. I want our properties returned. And I want this so-called nonsense marriage to end. And my daughter will be free again. Chinenye took a deep breath. Okay, I have called the lawyer already. He will return your property. But I cannot and will not end their marriage. They are adults and I did not force them to fall in love or have a child. Amara screamed, Shut up! Chinenye blinked slowly. You have told me to shut up at least 10 times today. Say it again and you see the other side of me. What will you do? Amara challenged. Just as they were about to start round 2, Rose stepped in between them. Rose turned to Chinenye. Mommy is okay. Amara looked at her, hot in her eyes. So now you are calling her mommy? You are forgetting me that quickly. She burst into tears. That day we traveled, we were attacked. The driver fought and was shot. I and your father were dragged into the bush. We escaped, but your father couldn't run far. They caught him again. They asked where I was. He refused to answer. They shot him right there in front of me. I was shaking like a leaf. I ran into the bush, found a small village. In fact, I nearly died. I started farming and selling vegetables. 2 years later, I came back to our city, only to hear you had married, that this idiot here took our house and you had suffered. The next day, the lawyer handed every property back to Amara. She finally had access to her house, land, documents, everything. Power returned to her hands like foil meeting fire. She sat Rose down in the living room, crossed her legs, and said calmly, Now that I have everything back, you need to leave Leo and that baby. Oh, let them go. Rose blinked twice, then said, Mom, I don't understand you. You know Leo is my husband. Amelia is my daughter. I'm not leaving either of them. Amara frowned. Shut up your mouth. You don't have sense, so. I thought you were wise. So that shameless woman has brainwashed you, eh? You know what, Mom? I will cut ties with you. Since you don't want my happiness. So this is how you repay me after all I've suffered. Suffered? Rose asked. Last time I checked, you did not suffer for me. Fine. Since you are in support of the rubbish going on, I will see you in courts. I will ruin that Chinenye for letting you marry that lowlife. Rose stood up slowly. Mommy, don't insult my husband again. Hamara smirked. Or what? You will beat me? Rose took a deep breath. I'm sorry, Mom, but I have to say this. I wish you never showed up. Then she walked away. Amara screamed after her. Shut up! Ooh! You see how wicked these people are? They have brainwashed you. They have turned my own daughter against me. Let's see who will win this case. 2 days later, Amara showed up at Chinenye's house like a hurricane. She came with 2 police officers and banged the gate so hard the compound shook. Boom, 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 boom. The gateman opened the gate slowly. Good afternoon. Bah! Amara gave him a light knock on his head. Get off my front. Good afterwards. Where is that woman? Bring her out. Mr. Esedu saw everything on the CCTV camera. He marched outside wearing his house robe and war face. Madam, what is wrong with you again? You want to break the gate? And the fact that you even, Amara snapped. Hello, Mr. Ezedu. I don't have business with you today. Nah. It's okay for you to run your mouth. I came for your so-called wife. Where is she? Chinenye heard the voice, wore her slippers, and came out with her hands on her waist. Amara, if you ever insult my husband again, Amara, if they burn you well, your mouth run anyhow again. I will bring out cane and flog you here like nursery 1 pew pew. Amara shouted. You flog me here. I know you are older than me with 8 years, but in front of the police officers, you can do nothing. Chinenye replied, even the officers and the DPO put together, we clap when I'm done with you. Don't try me, oh. I've been patient with you. Amara turned to the officers. Officers, you are there looking, Abi? There she is, the thief, the child trafficker, property thief. Arrest her. One officer stepped forward. Madam, please follow us to the station for questioning. Mr. Ezedu shouted, this dance you are dancing without music. When the real music starts, I hope you will not be too tired to move because you must dance to the end. Chinenye smiled and turned to her husband. My dear, don't worry. I'll follow them. Amara raised her chin and said with pride, whether music is playing or not, I am still the best dancer on the street. And with that, Chinenye entered the police van like a queen in handcuffs. Later that day, Mr. Ezedu arrived at the police station not alone, but with Alice and Barrister Rose herself. With Rose's legal firepower, her sharp tongue, and her calm voice that would scare any judge into silence, Chinenye was released immediately. As they stepped out of the station, Chinenye held Rose's hand and sighed heavily. Rose, help my baby. Just look at what your mother is doing. Honestly, my dear, I'm tired. I don't even know where I went wrong. Hey. Abi, it's not a crime to care for someone, cater for somebody's child for years. Rose rubbed her forehead. Mommy, even me, I'm confused. Everything is upside down. I don't even know what to feel, think, say, act. I don't know. Mr. Ezedu folded his arms like an ancient wise man and said, my daughter, we need to study her behavior. Something is off. I don't think this is about you getting married or property. There is something deeper she's not telling us. Rose looked down and sighed. She sent me a court notice this afternoon. We are going to meet in court. Everyone's mouth opened like broken elevator doors. Alice held Rose's hand tightly. Sister Rose, what are we going to do? Will you now fight your own mother in court? Rose looked at all of them and said clearly, I will not fight her, but I will stand up for the truth. I won't support lies. They all stood in silence for a moment. Then they quietly walked to the car and left the station. That evening, when Rose got home, she opened the door and met Leo on the floor, playing peekaboo with baby Amelia. Peekaboo, I see you. Pick, 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 pick. Amelia giggled. Rose dropped her bag and smiled briefly. You're welcome, dear, Leo said, still shaking the baby like a true stay-at-home dad in training. Thank you, Rose replied, flopping onto the couch like jollof rice after a long journey. My head is full. I have headache. Leo looked at her seriously. My dear, I've been thinking, oh. In fact, I have a plan. A real plan that will end all this stress once and for all. Rose's eyes lit up like NEPA just brought light. Are you serious? You have a plan? Yeah, tell me. What's the plan? Tell me now. Leo sat upright like a soldier about to reveal state secrets. Okay, you know your mom loves you, right? See, this plan will force them to come together and even become friends again. I'm telling you. Are you serious? Yes, now. By the time we finish, they will be baking meat pie together and even gossiping about us. Rose leaned forward, excited. My husband, my husband. I trust you. Oh, yeah, go on and tell me the plan. Tell me everything. Leo looked around, lowered his voice, and began whispering the plan into her ear. As he spoke, Rose's tired face suddenly turned into a full laugh. Ha! Oh, my husband, you're a genius. This is a very fantastic idea. I know, right? I'm the boss, Leo said proudly. Very early the next morning, Leo ran like a madman to Amara's house and began banging on the door like his life depended on it. Bam, 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 bam. Inside, Amara was in the bathroom enjoying her morning bath and humming a church song. When the noise almost scattered her heart, she rushed out with a wrapper tied on her chest. Who is that one trying to tear down my door this early morning? Are you okay? She opened the door and saw Leo panting like a roasted goat. Oh, it's you. You low life. What do you want? Mama, it's Rose, he shouted. Wait. How dare you call me Mama, first of all? And secondly, it's Amara. Speak before I call the police. Wait, what have you done to my daughter, you ritualist? She's what? She's about to jump off a cliff. A cliff? The one at home, oh. The one at home with my daughter. At that exact moment, Harley stormed into Chinenye's shop like she had just seen a ghost. Mommy, it's Auntie Rose, oh. She's on the cliff with baby Amelia. She wants to jump. Chinenye froze like ice block. She turned to the sales rep and said, please, take care of the shop. If you don't see me by evening, close it down. Then she ran out. Leo arrived with Amara just as Chinenye and Alice pulled up. The house was quiet, too quiet. They ran inside, and there, at the edge of the small rocky cliff behind the compound, stood Rose with baby Amelia strapped on her back, singing a slow, sad, dramatic song like she was in a musical. Let me go, let me fly, since they say I am the problem in the sky. Let me go, let me fly, fly. Rose, don't fly, please, Amara screamed. No, I will fly. Please don't make me childless, Mwanu. My baby, forgive me, don't jump, I beg you, my daughter. Chinenye added, my daughter, remember our memories, so don't jump, please. Rose sniffed. Since you all said I'm the reason you both are fighting, I will just disappear. Oh, I will go with my baby Amelia. Maybe then you will finally find peace. She turned to Amara. Mom, I don't understand. But anyway, before I will jump, I want you to answer one question. I will answer, my daughter. Ask me the question. Why do you hate Leo? Amara eyes widened. I don't. I mean, I don't know. Rose raised one finger. But before I count 1 to 2, you don't say why you hate my husband. I will jump. 1, 2. Okay. Amara shouted. I will talk. The truth is that Leo is not really Chinenye's biological son. She adopted him. Back then, she couldn't give birth. And Leo was just a baby boy in an orphanage home. I was the one that escorted her there. After adopting him, she later gave birth to Alice. I was hurt that you married someone without a real family background. I was angry. Chinenye turned sharply. You were hungry. Look at this woman. No? Because I adopted a child and gave him the best life. In fact, let me shock you. Leo knows he's adopted. He has always known. But he's my son. Blood or no blood. Leo, still standing behind them, smiled proudly and gave his mom a thumbs up. Chinenye stepped forward. Amara, do you even know what I went through raising your daughter? Do you remember what you said at the airport? Treat her like your own. I did. I suffered. I sweated. I disciplined Leo because of your daughter. I cried at night. Most times I go to bed hungry, not because there was no food. I was thinking about you. You come back from nowhere and you said, I'm a child trafficker. How can you be so ungrateful, Amara? Amara's face broke. I'm sorry, Chinenye. I was bitter. I was foolish. I was broken. Rose shouted again. Wait, are you people reconciling or I should just jump? Rose stepped closer to the edge. I'm counting from 5 to 1. 5, 4, 3. Amara panicked. Okay. I will go first. She turned to Chinenye. Thank you, my sister. You are a true woman. Thank you for raising my daughter, even when I wasn't there. For protecting her, for never giving up. I'm sorry for all the trouble. In fact, all the terrible things I said. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, my sister. Chinenye wiped a tear and responded, Amara, you've been a pain, but I forgive you. Thank you for trusting me, even though you nearly sent me to prison for something I did not do. You're still my friend, and I so much care about you. They both hugged tightly. Rose looked at Amara and Chinenye with a serious face. I'm not satisfied yet, though, she said, folding her arms dramatically. Mommy, withdraw the case now, and then I will calm down. Amara did not even blink. She pulled out her phone like a soldier answering a war call and dialed her lawyer. Hello, barrister. Yes, it's me. Cancel the case. I have found my peace. Don't argue. Don't ask me stupid questions. I said withdraw the case. Withdraw everything. Yes, now, immediately. Thank you. She ended the call and looked at Rose. Dawn, my daughter. Now, please, calm down before my heart jumps out. Oh, Rose smiled. That's better. She clapped her hands once. So now you settled, right? You love each other again, right? Oh yeah, let me take a picture of you both for proof. She pulled out her phone, aimed it at them. Amara ran to her and gently took baby Amelia into her arms for the very first time. She looked down at her grandchild, eyes filled with joy. My baby, my granddaughter, you are blessed and highly favored. The Lord is with you. You shall live long and succeed in life. Then she turned to Leo, her former enemy. May God continue to make you the head and not the tail. You shall be great, my son-in-law. In Jesus' name, amen. Leo smiled and nodded. Then Alice stepped forward dramatically, like she was acting. Let me pretend this is the first time I'm seeing you, Auntie Amara. She opened her arms wide. Auntie Amara! Amara laughed through happy tears. Come here, my baby Alice. So they hugged tightly like best friends reunited. And from that day on, they lived happily with more understanding. Don't let anger make you miss the bigger picture. Amara almost lost her daughter and grandchild because of stubbornness. Family isn't only blood, it's love. Mrs. Chinenye adopted Leo and loved him like her own. What matters is the heart, not the DNA. Never judge people by their background. Forgiveness is powerful. Real healing started the moment they forgave each other, even after public embarrassment and police drama. Hello, story lovers. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed Rose and Leo's story, full of love, drama, and surprises. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more beautiful stories. More exciting episodes coming soon. See you in the next one. Bye.